doing? How's everybody doing? Let me plug in this camera real quick. Yeah, I just noticed this camera was about to die, so... Okay, so in today's video I wanted to talk about guitar prices. I've been thinking about this for, a while now, and then with all the tariff up and downs, is it happening, is it not happening? Who's it happening to, who's it not happening to, how much is it going to be, how much is it not going to be? It's even more important to think about it now than when I was originally thinking of doing this video. For the past year or two, we've seen prices just get silly, for new prices. Bare bones, like guitars that are actually lesser than this, I would say, from Gibson are now $2,000. Before they wouldn't have been. You have LTDs that are pushing $2,000 now. Most of those are signature models, but still. You have the Mastodon guitar, it's $2,000. Alex Skolnick's is right at $2,000. Gary Holt's is getting close to there. And Gary Holt's, when it came out, he said it was not going to be as much as it was. I think even Gary Holt was blindsided by it. He was like, whoa, what? Because you could see him on Instagram and Facebook talking about it like that was not going to be the price. Well, it ended up being the price. I feel like these companies were using, first it started with the pandemic lockdowns. They started increasing. And then supply chains, they started increasing. And I feel like they were kind of increasing maybe just more out of greed than any real issues. But yeah, they're $2,000 for LTDs now. Buying a Kiesel is about $500-600 more expensive now, pre-tariff, than it was in November. I had bought one in November. You could spec the same thing out now. It's like $2,300-2,400. Back then it was $18. Guitars are getting to the point now where they're so expensive that the new market is just kind of astronomical. Really, it's it's something to stay away from, especially when, this guitar, for example. Minus my horrible playing, this is a good guitar. This is a Les Paul Studio. Originally, it had, the 498s in there. These are lace sensor Dragonauts. And I think that's really the only modification I've done to it so far. I would like to replace the Grover tuners with some Graphtec ratios because I tuned down and they have a smooth taper. But these are not bad. Overall, this guitar is not bad. It's been a little bit beat up. There's some scratches here and there. A few dings, but this was $800. Interesting enough, it looks like the Les Paul prices at Sweetwater have dropped a little bit, about $150 per model. This one is about $1,600-1,700, it looks like, something like this one. They have the Modern Light or whatever it's called, which is like $1,200-13, but it's like super bare bones. It's just like, it's basically like an EC 256 from LTD, right? Okay, so the problem with that is, this guitar is touted as being made in the USA, right? Sure, it's put together in the USA, but how much is actually USA made? How much doesn't have any foreign materials? Like, these bridges, I'm pretty sure they're not made here in the USA. Same thing with these Grovers. The wood, I'm sure, is being sourced from outside the US. So yeah, this $1,500 to $2,000 guitar will probably start being, I don't want to say probably because I'm not an economics guru, but I can see them being $2,500 in the future, and they're just not worth it. This is not a bad guitar, but it's not a $2,500 guitar either. So when all these price increases happen, what are we going to do? Are we going to pay it? Are we going to stick to the used market? Or are we going to have to learn to be happy with what we got? Because I don't really want to play into this game that is being done right now with the prices of goods. And yeah, I'm either going to stick to the used market or be happy with what I got, I guess. Which kind of sucks because we all like to get new stuff. What are you guys planning on doing? That's really the whole purpose of this video. I wanted to start a discussion and see where everybody else's brain is, where your mindset is, and how you guys feel about it. So if you could, like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.